Hi, beautiful Leo. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. I'm sorry it has taken so long to get back to you guys. I've been home with my little sick boy who's now well and fine. So he's back at daycare and I can be back with these readings. And I'm really thrilled to be so. We're just going to dive right in and see what we can find for you. We're going to start with an overall energy here. Wow. An overall energy already has come out, the dolphin energy. And then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into the message and see what we can find. And you're going to have plenty of time to figure out if this is your reading or not, if you resonate with what I'm saying, to decide if you want to come to the extension where we're going even deeper. So the dolphin card, let's see what this is about. Don't worry, be happy. You know what? And today, I'm seeing those dolphins, like there's 3 dolphins here. The first dolphin is just above water, and the other 2 are well and fine. So I just feel like there's whatever has been like underwater, like maybe feeling like you've, what is that expression in English? You don't say that. I'm from Sweden, and in Swedish we say man har tagit sig för mycket vatten över huvudet. You have taken too much water over your head. Is there an equal, like, you're in too deep, your head is in too deep. Maybe that's it. Your head is in too deep, or you're taking on more than you can chew. I think that's the best one. You've taken on more than you can chew. Is a good equivalent to the, like, du har tagit dig vatten över huvudet. Alldeles för mycket vatten över huvudet. In this case. So there's been a feeling of like maybe having so much to do or being overwhelmed of things that has been going on. It can be both like emotionally, it can be physically, like practically, it can be whatever. And we're now coming above water again. I see 2 dolphins are coming above water, and one is sort of, if they're in the breaking point, they're in like they're above water, but they're splashing of the water still. It's like still getting some in my eye, and it's like a little bit annoying. There's a clear path. There's like a stream. There's like this gorgeous stream here, and I feel like we have the dolphins on one side, and then we have all these women on the other side. So there's a clear stream in the middle. And it's like you're waiting, those 2 other dolphins, they're just waiting to get back into the stream. Like they're waiting to... Okay, just follow me here. There's something about, there wasn't before. There wasn't before. Before what? I don't really know. Before the overwhelmment, before the hardship, before the too much water over your head. Before you're taking on too much, more than you can chew. Although that sounds self-imposed, like you, and I don't think you meant to. But anyway, there's this feeling of you can't go back. So once this dolphin is up from the water, so we have 3 dolphins like being in the clear, like being back in dolphin mode. Playfulness, curiousness, sharpness, smartness. They're getting ready to jump into the stream. I just feel like what has happened is that we have evolved from this, what you were before, if that makes any sense. This is what you were before. A normal woman / a normal man, because it's not gender specific, so this could definitely also be for men. Like you can never go back to what you were before. We have now upgraded or evolved into this sort of dolphin species. I'm not saying this literally. I'm not, because sometimes like we wonder, what are we? Who are we? And I'm not saying that literally. I'm saying, but there's a definite upgrade. There might be like an extra chromosome. I don't know, like an extra, like an evolution in terms of your DNA, and you're now coming to the dolphin species, the upgrade. And once you're out of the water, that whatever sort of in the first place led you to get under the water, you can never go back. Like, you know too much, you evolve too much, and now we're coming from like a very different viewpoint, very different standpoint, very different perspective, and we're now getting back into the stream a completely new species. Does this make any whatever sense? Let's see. Let's go deeper into it. What is this about for Leo, please? What is this about for Leo? Don't worry, be happy. Love that song. Why is this here for Leo, please? Higher power. Indeed. We have entered into higher power. Number 4 is the heart matter. Your heart is expanding. Your heart is evolving. You're laying a new foundation for yourself. You're seeing a new platform for yourself. And we've come into the higher power. I'm actually going to read out of the book. 3, 5, 4. I love this. Excuse me. Higher power. Essential meaning of this card is conscious contact with higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. Yes. The Oracle's message says, this card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. I love this. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. You're always protected and divinely directed. And that links in with was that Gemini, where I actually put the title, Rejection is God's redirection. Rejection is God's redirection, but it's also God's protection. Rejection is God's protection and redirection. And here we have for Leo, you are always protected and divinely directed. So maybe there's a little, I don't know, link there to Gemini somehow, some way. Relationship message is saying, it's time to address how much effort you give to your relationships with your higher, It's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. And I love how that those words are being spilled out on number 13, which is transformation, death leading to life. Moving into the 14th page, which is a new beginning for the heart. So let's see what this is saying. Prosperity message. Sometimes your work just flows through you. Ideas come rushing in and inspiration bubbles up from a wellspring you didn't even know you could access. When you enter agreements, begin projects, and negotiate deals with Spirit as your partner, you will always succeed. Let your higher power lead. The synchronicities and intuitive nudges you feel will help you see which way you are being pointed, giving you confidence to move forward in the right direction. Don't forget to give credit where it's due. You wouldn't be a success without Spirit's guidance. Humility will serve you well when this symbol appears. So this whatever that came before, this upgrade, like I said, like you're coming into this, like whatever made you go under for a bit, whatever made you feel like you had more than you could chew, vatten över huvudet, has transformed you into this new species, this new level of consciousness, which then allows for you to have this magnificent connection with Spirit, a conscious connection with Spirit, with your higher power, with your inner being, whatever you want to call it. So, what an awesome start. Can we go deeper into this message, please? What else is there for Leo here? That just went over the desk here, disappearing. Sorry. Sacrifice, number 12. It's going to come in incoming mail. Nothing for me today. It was like I almost timed it to put up the card when it's the 12:12 on the clock. 12:12. There's something about going back to your roots. You can never go back. You can never sort of be the less evolved being, less evolved person, species that you've been before this. Like you evolved into this beautiful being, or evolving into this beautiful being as you're now evolving into. But it's also sort of, so when I'm saying go back to, I don't mean be lesser than. You can never know, like you always know as much as you know, right? You don't all of a sudden just don't know what you a minute ago knew. What you know, you know. I should write that down. It's very profound. What you know, you know. But there's something about going back, like going forward into your ancestral, like to your origin. Going back to your origin, but not with lesser consciousness, not with lesser information and lesser knowledge and wisdom, but rather more. Like the more you know, the more you open up, the more you go back to the origin. Does that make sense? So I feel this big connection, and I feel like it's so important to understand that this polar opposite is so needed. Like the darkness that's being represented here is so needed to understand that, like, the creation really literally comes out of both worlds, like the pluses and the minuses, the negative and the positive. Like the negative and the positive, when they work together is when we create the most. And so there's, with this sacrifice card, I just feel like there's you might feel like you have needed to put things aside, or needed to put yourself aside, or needed to really, because what analogy can I use here? It's like, okay, so yeah, I will make Spirit my number one connection. I will make my inner being my number one connection. I will really focus on sitting down and meditate and have that connection with my number one relationship, which is my inner being. On the cost, on sacrifice, for a normal relationship. It's like if you're single, or if you're in a relationship right now, like your spouse they already have is going to feel a little bit neglected. Or if you're single, it feels like, there's no time to enter into a relationship right now, because the most important relationship right now to build and to have a real connection with and have the real, like, where is the service coming in right now to serve the world, where can you most I can't talk, where can you most show up and help the world, so it's like, even though it's not like you're going to go there being a victim and feel like you miss out, because this connection with spirit is going to give you so much richness, so much abundance, so much knowing and wisdom, and just really juicy feelings. So it's not, it is not depriving you, but it is a sacrifice for the moment being. Can you say that? For the moment being. It is a little bit of a sacrifice that this thing have to wait so that you can now really establish this connection with spirit, with your inner being, with your ancestral origin, and get back into the stream, like get back into the flow to see where it leads you. Eventually there might be like, then I'm going to re-enter into, like, I'm going to reconnect with my already partner. I'm going to reconnect with this life here. I'm going to reconnect with everything that is here. Or then I'm going to meet someone and maybe they even elevate. Because we have that here as well, that there's a person here somewhere, someplace that is going to be really important for your movement forward in this sense, in your connection with spirit. But in the meantime, it just feels like the sacrifice will be, you're putting sort of your personal, practical life a little bit on hold, but on the bigger scheme, on the bigger plan here, no, you're not putting anything on hold. You're so moving forward and expanding. You're being pulled into the rainbow energy here, and into knowing that existed so many million years ago. There's one more there. Is there anything else we want to add here? No, it's this one. Another number 12. The 12 is really significant right now. It says, there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. Dare to be different. The Hangman. You're getting different perspectives. I already talked about this. You're getting different perspectives. There's a new you on the horizon here. You're coming into the new species, the new level of you here, the dolphin level of you here. Connecting with the higher power. Yeah, it might be that you're looking different to people around you. Like you usually were this, and you usually said this, and you usually behaved in this way. But the more you sort of go inwards, you open up so much more, and you really are flowering, blooming, expanding. Your inner world is so rich, and like the connection with your origin is like just getting stronger and stronger. But to the outside world, it might look different. You might look different. It might look weird in the beginning. What is she? What is he talking about? What are you doing right now? Well, you're so on your right path. And the number 12 is really significant here today. I can't really tell just yet what it means. You might already know, Leo. I'm going to take this into the extension and see what else I can find here. Go deeper into this higher power, to the connection here, the service to the world. There's a lot of yummy stuff here that we can find more out about. So if you feel like you resonate with this, and I want to say first, I have started this place called Buy Me a Coffee. I just really, really loved it. It was due to this beautiful subscriber here that, long story short, made me start this place, Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to check it out, please do. It's a donation place. The link is in the description box down below. I'm just leaving it up there to go check it out if you want to. The extension to this reading is also in the description box down below if you want to come check it out. If not, thank you so much for watching, Leo, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye.